Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I have another box to share with you, and this is a milk carton box. I'm sure you've seen these around. I can't get through the Christmas holidays without making one of these. It's actually been a long time since I've made one, but I've actually had to go back and look at the instructions because it's been that long. But I made it a different size than the regular ones, so it's a little bit different. Let me see. It is 2.5 by 2.5 by 5.5 tall. So it's a really good size for treats. But I love these. This actually was one of the very first boxes I've ever made, and then after that I was hooked, and I just love these, and they're perfect for designer series paper. And so this is the All Is Bright designer series paper, and I'm going to change up the pattern on this one, but it is this one. I was going to do these little bulbs, but when I did this patterned one, it was really hard to see, so I thought I'd try this green and see if this is going to be any better for you to be able to see where I'm scoring. I went ahead and made a template also so I can show you where to mark and everything, because this paper was really even hard for me to see to score. So it's so cute. I love it, and the stamp set that I'm using coordinates with it. It is the Making Christmas Bright. I love this one. It's so cute. Look at the little ornaments that it makes, the little Christmas bulbs. It's not really an ornament, but, well, I guess it is an ornament. But it has Merry and Bright on there. I'm using the little star this time because I thought it was so cute. And then I'm using this little wreath, and I'm also using the Making Spirits Bright sentiment on it. And then it coordinates, if you buy it as a bundle, it coordinates with the Christmas bulb punch. So isn't that cute? And so it makes these little bulbs. Alright, so that is what I'm using for this. Now let me get the paper out and I'll tell you all the measurements. So for this piece, and it's so pretty, it's got the stars on it and it matches the, I'm debating whether to change it up, the colors, but we'll see when we get to that. But anyway, this piece here is 10.5 by 7.5. And then you need a piece to stamp the little wreath on. It's just a scrap piece. For the sentiment, you need a piece that's 2 3/8 by 1/2. And then this one is backing the sentiment, and it's shaded spruce, and it is 2.5 by 5/8. And then you need one to stamp and punch out the bulb. So that is all of it. And let me grab my Simply Scored for this. Okay, so on the 7.5 inch side, we're going to score it at 1/2. And then we're going to score it at 2.5 and 5.5. And then you're going to turn it to the 10.5 side, and you're going to score it at 1/2. At 3, at 5.5, and at 8. And that's it. Okay, so I am going to show you the template really quick. So here is the template, and so this is the way the paper is right now. I'm going to use this side of the paper. Isn't that cute? I debated whether to use that too, but I thought again it might be too busy. So we're going to use the star side. And what we're going to do is when we get to this top part, I'm going to show you how to score this. And so I want to show you that you're only going to score every other one. You're not going to score all of them. So you only need 2 sides scored for this. Alright, so let's cut this bottom piece out. long rectangular piece, and I'm going to just cut inside. This is going to be our glue tab on this side. And then you're going to cut up the bottom. This little 1/2 inch side is the top, so remember that when you're cutting. These are the bottom flaps. And then again, I'm just going to take a little bit off of these like I normally do. I only do it on 2 of them. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and score this. So you do need a bone folder and you need a ruler for this. Now what you're going to do on each, let me bring this back in to show you. On each one of these, right in the middle, we are going to mark it at 1 1/4, because this is 2.5 inches across. So you want to score it in half. So it's 1 1/4. So just mark a little tick mark there. And then on the first one here, you're going to do the same thing at 1 1/4. Right there. And then from that 1 1/4 inch mark, you're going to score to each corner right here. Just in these top corners. So let me show you how I do that. I just put my bone folder at the top here. You can do it at either end. Just measure it to that bottom corner and score it. I'm going to do the same thing here. And then we're going to score to that bottom. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing on this other one, and this is the every other one. Right here, score that. So you were not doing this one. And then we're going to mark it again, score it right to that corner. This is much easier to see than that polka dot was. Alright, so that is going to be the sides of our boxes. Now what I like to do first is I like to just fold in on these. And you can use your hand with this because this is designer series paper. And you really don't need a bone folder. I always just use my nail and just fold it with my hands here. And then this part, this top one, we're going to fold going this way. You can use your bone folder on this. And then we're going to fold each one of these sides and score them. Little glue tab here, and then on our bottom, this paper is all so adorable. I just love this paper. So pretty. Alright, so now you want to use fast fuse or use your tear and tape on here because you want it to stay. Go all the way down along your glue tab there. And then we're going to line it up on the edge here. And I usually like to fold my bottom in first. So this is going to be my front because I want my glued area to be in the back. So I am going to fold all these tabs in. And then this is my front, so I'm going to attach my adhesive here. Line it up. I usually go inside. You can see how roomy that is and how big it is. Alright, so now all you have to do is, I sometimes have to push these, but all you have to do is squeeze this and line it up, and look how cute that is. That's why I like to score these before we put it together, because it just makes it so much easier. Alright, so this is my front. I'm going to use a library clip, one of our library clips to hold the top on. Now this is where I need to make a decision. I was debating whether I wanted to still use the real red on this and still do the real red here, or go monochromatic and I'd have to make a double bow with a shaded spruce, which is from our metallic ribbon combo, which I love this ribbon. I'm almost out of it. I need to order more. So what do you think? I wish if this was one of my lives, I'd be asking y'all, which one should I do? And then it would be an easier decision. But let's look and see how the double bow would look on here. It would be cute. Let's go ahead and go for it. Let's go for the monochromatic look. Sometimes I really like that look. And we'll just use a double bow for this. And I'm going to use a glue tab. I'm going to use a glue dot to hold it on to the little library clip here. So we're going to do it like that. And then we're ready to get stamping here. So I'm going to get out my shaded spruce, and we're going to do everything in shaded spruce since we're going monochromatic. We'll see what happens. I think my bow is a little big. I'm going to try to pull it a little bit smaller. I'd fool with this all day. You know how I am with the bows. Okay. We're going to leave it like that, and let's go ahead and stamp the little wreath from the Making Christmas Bright. This wreath is so adorable. It matches this paper just perfectly. And then on this one, I made a template. Now when I use a template, I made the template just by punching with the punch, because it makes this so much easier to punch both of these pieces out at the same time. So I'm just going to line it up on here. And we are going to go ahead, and since we're doing it monochromatic, we're going to use a shaded spruce for the bulb. Now if my head gets in the way, because it's really hard for me to see. Oh, I did not get it in the template. I'm going to put it down here so I can kind of look over it. You really have to look over these. And another good idea is when you stamp on the Whisper White to make your template. You know what? I did make another template. I'm going to use this one. So I made this template first. And this is just using some leftover, or the back of the Designer Series paper has. And I like that it's thicker. So let's go ahead and do this one. There we go. And that goes right inside, really easy. And then I'm going to use some gray granite for the top of the bulb. This little one's a little harder to get into this, but we got it there. And there's that. So you have to take off. I used some temporarily glue there. And we're going to just punch this one. It's really hard to punch these, so this is a little trick that I do when they're so small like this. I just put some removable adhesive on there. And if this was a wider piece, I wouldn't have to do it, but seeing how it lines up perfectly on there. And then, whoops, gotta make sure it's just right. Then you're gonna just punch it. And there went my little top right into my trash. Here we go. So it's really good to make a template for these. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the Making Spirits Bright. And hopefully I'm going to center this. Sorry if my head is getting in the way, but... And then the wreath we are going to punch out with the 2 1/4 inch circle punch. All right, now let's get it all together here. So the first thing we're going to do is put our wreath on. Right in the center there. And then I'm using some of our, this is the 1/8 inch gold trim. And I just kind of used it the way that it goes. Kind of just goes in a circle. And then I added some fast fuse here, not fast fuse, but snail. And then you can just lay this how you want it on here. And then we're going to put our Making Spirit Sprite onto the matting here we have for it. Let's get that on straight. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals. And I'm going to put on the Making Spirit Sprite with dimensionals here. Then we're going to put our little bulb together. So that's going to go across here. Put a little bit too much snail on there. I can see it on the top here. And then we're going to just go ahead and put our bulb together. So add just some little snail there, and then put your little top on. Look how cute these are. They're so adorable. And then we're going to just use one more dimensional. And we're going to just put that one right here. And that is it. It's cute. So, this one's the monochromatic one, and here's the other one. I like them both. It's really preference. I mean, this one looks so Christmas to me, and but they're really both cute. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know which one you like better. I'd be really interested. All right, everyone, so if you would like to place an order and if you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com. Use the hostess code. This is the new October hostess code. And I put you in a drawing for hostess rewards. For last month, Denise won the hostess rewards. All right, everyone, I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'll see you later. Bye.